everyone, welcome to Hedgehog Hollow. Today I have for you a quick demo using the new Nuvo Dream Drops, and well, they are dreamy and I have had so much fun playing with them. I used them lots for samples for Creativation. I found out lots of things about them and I think they're really going to surprise you that they are different to our normal Nuvo drops and all those fun things. And I did show them in the demonstration I did on the different types of Nuvo drops. You can check that top right hand corner if you missed that. There's a download available that you can fill in with different types of Nuvo drops and all those kinds of things that you can find out, because I know there are so many different types out there, and that download I think really is helpful. You can also use this technique with instant Nuvo drops, and again you can check that top right hand corner for instant Nuvo drops. And you can also find out some of our other Nuvo drop videos coming up. We have one about how to make your own sticky enamel Nuvo drops, so you can make those at home too. Again, you can check that top right hand corner too. So lots and lots of things going on and fun things you can find out about. So let's see what Dream Drops are all about. So this is a sample I did make for Creativation. This is my unicorn, and this was from Joann's. It was paper mache. I covered it in some white gesso, and then I used Shimmery Goodness from TCW on top. And on top of that, I added some Glacier Paste, which will be coming out later in the year. That's that kind of blue shimmer you can see. I added some Tucky When Dry and some Gilding Flakes for the horn. Maddie wants this in her bedroom, so she's going to be having this. There's a little gem on her eye here, or his eye, I'm not sure, she's decided. I put Dream Drops of all different colours in rainbow order all down the mane here. There's some stone drops down here, so it's kind of a sampler of different techniques. Some of those beautiful new gems here. And then again, in rainbow order, I put a gem at the top of the tail, and I put Nuvo drops in rainbow order all the way down the tail. On the other side of the unicorn, I did the same thing. So you've got the mane all the way covered down, and I put different gems on this side just for a different idea, and I put a pretty pattern here, and you've got the Nuvo drops all the way down the tail. And then on the hooves, I painted on some of the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, and I dipped them in those iridescent triangles, and you can see how the hooves shimmer and shine all the way around. It was so much fun to make, and the girls absolutely love one. Tilly wants one for her bedroom too, so I guess I'll be making another one. And if you want to see a video tutorial on how to make your own Nuvo unicorn, you can drop a comment below, and if you'd like to see that, we'll definitely make it into a video in future. So let's go back to Nuvo Dream Drops. Why are they different? Why do you need them in your craft room? Why do I love them so much? Well, they are unique. So they're iridescent and they work differently whether you use them on black or white cardstock. Now you can absolutely use them just like a normal Nuvo drop and they'll work perfectly. But I piped these out onto black and white cardstock, and you can see these are in the same order, so pink, gold, green, there's a light purple, a dark purple and a white. I'll show you them in a second, but you can see that if I put them closer together like this, they shine out completely differently depending whether you put them on black or white cardstock. So that one that looks really pink here has a more purpley tinge. The gold one looks kind of like a more yellowy gold. The green comes out a more bluey colour. I think that purpley one looks more pink. This purple I think looks more blue, and the white I think comes out creamy. So because although they're very opaque, I think they still have a very translucent quality that allows that darker cardstock to shine through, and the iridescence then changes on that black cardstock, which I think is really, really cool. And that's why I've had so much fun playing with them, and I'm going to show you a fun technique with them. So these are your 6 colours. You have Love Potion in the pink, you have Gold Lux, you have Dragon Scales, you have Fairy Wings, we have Indigo Eclipse, and you have Cloud 9. And I did do a tonic live with the whole Dreaming Colour release. This is kind of the cornerstone of that release. You can check again the top right hand corner for that tonic live. We have it here on YouTube. But what I want to show you is how you can use it in a little bit of a different way that you might not have thought of before to create a background with them. And I'm just going to unscrew the lids. They have a diamond shaped bottle, so they look a little bit different, so you'll always know. And you have that beautiful sort of ornate lid on these as well, which I really like. So I'm screwing off my lids, and you can leave your lids off while you're crafting. I mean, I wouldn't leave them off permanently, but while you're crafting for a few minutes, you're not going to have them dry up or anything. I left them off all day when I was at Legacy Paper Arts, and they were fine. They didn't dry up on us or anything. So there's a few different ways to do this technique, and this is how it's going to come out. So this was the one I did earlier. This I did in sections. These are all 6 colours that I put in different sections. And I'm going to show you how, depending what tool you use, depends on the effect you get. So I think I did something along the lines of, this was the pink was down here because it comes out really red afterwards. The green is up here. This was one of the purples. This, I think, was the white. So you can see how much it kind of changes as they dry as well. But what you do, and this one I'm going to mix, and this is why this technique in particular of the mixing doesn't work with your regular Nuvo drops. If you want to do the different sections, you can do that with the regular Nuvo drops, but you want to think about colours that are complementary, and when they mix together, they're not going to create brown. Because the Dream Drops, you can use any of these colours together. You're not going to get any browns. You're just going to get pretty iridescence. And you can die cut this afterwards. You can put it onto die cuts. You can add die cuts on top. This just creates a really pretty background. So all I'm doing is adding dots here and there. And this one, I'm doing it randomly. As I say, the other one, I kind of added like a section of purple and then a section of pink. And I did it in areas all over the place. This one, I'm doing it randomly. So you can really play around with different ideas, and you'll find you get different techniques depending on how you do it. And I'm playing with all the colours. You can do it with a limited colour palette. Some of the ladies who did this Make and Take at Legacy came out with beautiful ones. They just did green and pink. Some just did whites and golds. Someone did the pink and the green, which came out really Christmassy. So you can see you don't need a huge amount on there. You can do all sorts of different ideas. So this just at the minute looks like a polka dot background. Now, if you watch Hedgehog Hollow, you'll know I don't usually take my finger, but your finger actually, in my opinion, gives you the best result with this. And what I'm going to do is take my finger, and I occasionally switch up my finger because I don't want to muddle all the colours in. And then I might switch back to a different finger. And halfway through, I'm going to switch tools so that you can see the difference. So now I've done it with my finger. My finger gives a more textured effect because you get my fingerprint in there and you get some more ripples. And I'll hold it up closer in a second so you'll be able to see the difference. Now I'm going to move to the Nuvo blender. And again, I'm going to do a tap technique. And you're going to see I'm going to get a flatter texture, but it's a different texture. And it is just as pretty, it's just different. But you are going to notice the difference. So I'm going to bring this closer so you can see. So you can see here, this is the half that I use my finger on. This is the half that I use the dauber on. So you get a flatter kind of, I don't know, maybe more like a paint roller texture on this side. And this is a more, I don't know what you'd call it, paint marble texture. You can also take the spatulas and make a thicker piece and run ripples through it. That also looks really pretty too. So there are so many different things you can play around. But because you've put a really thin coat onto your cardstock, this is going to dry in maybe 2, 3, 4 minutes. You can also give it a helping hand with your heat gun because it's not like a thick dot that's going to crack or sink or any of those things. So if you are in somewhere quite humid, particularly when we're here in Ohio in the summer, I just grab my heat gun with these. And I mean, I think I got these maybe September time, so it's still quite humid. I got my heat gun out, I helped dry it, and it was fine. I didn't have any issues at all. And you can absolutely do that, no problem. So this is quick dry, it's a really fun background. You're gonna have so much fun playing on those dark cardstocks, those tonic satin cardstocks. We're working here on the black velvet, which is a really nice texture because it's slightly non-porous. It's going to work beautifully. It gives you a really nice finish. You can throw lots of mediums at it. It's not going to buckle or anything like that. Of course, in the description below, you have your exclusive Hedgehog Hollow tonic coupon code. Everything's going to be linked up for you in the order I used it in the video. And then you can use your exclusive link to get your discount on top of that. Don't forget the discount doesn't show until you're at the checkout as well. So it doesn't show in your cart, it shows at the checkout. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this technique too. Join me again tomorrow for another video. So hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notifications for our tips, tricks, techniques, all those fun things going on here at Hedgehog Hedgehog Hollow, and hop to thehedgehoghollow.com to find out more about our subscription kit and of course our Friday savings email that we send out once a week with all of our coupon codes, sales, savings, all those fun things going on too. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Happy stamping. Bye.